VYMO is a sales productivity company. We believe that every salesperson on the ground across the planet should be more productive, and there are technological ways in which we can help them be more productive. That's kind of the mission of VYMO, to help salespeople all over the world do more. I've been with VYMO for about 18 months now, and we are very heavily focused on the banking, financial services, insurance industry in India at this point, but we're also starting to expand globally. As I said, I think there are salespeople all over the world who could do more, and that's what we're trying to help them with.
So also little insights on the innovation that you just presented inside.
Right. So, so the innovation we presented inside primarily focused on one of India's largest private banks, and helping them increase the productivity of their salespeople 3x year over year, which helped them directly triple their revenues without adding more manpower. And how VYMO was the platform that enabled them to do this. The particular example that that applies for this organization is they have 16,000 users on the ground who are involved in dispersing loans. Now, if you look at India, we are sort of at a cusp of a transformation as a country. And as I think Milton Friedman very famously said, the reason people are poor is not because they're lazy, but because they don't have access to capital. That's the fundamental issue. And I think Indians by nature are very creative. And everybody has ideas. And the partnership that we have with this bank essentially allows them to give out small tickets, loan size, think thousands or tens of thousands of rupees to people in remote corners of the country. But again, it's a business, so it has to be not just a matter of giving loans, it's also a matter of being able to collect the loans, right? So how does the organization do this sustainably, profitably, with a platform like VYMO? That's the innovation that we presented. And I think it was an interesting experience, actually. Yeah.
So you finished the presentation on time.
Bang on time. 3 seconds to go.
Oh, great. Also, Harish, VYMO is participating with Aegis Graham Bell Awards for the first time.
Right.
So how you feel about the platform, inviting small startups, mid-size and big companies as well, and appreciating the innovations. So how do you feel about the platform?
Yeah, I'll be very honest. I didn't know much about the Aegis Graham Bell Awards until we filed the nomination and we heard from Janvi. I'm actually quite impressed, both by the scale of the organization and by the peer group that we've been put into. So I believe there's Cisco, there's Geo, there is Accenture, like all the big daddies, and we are like a small startup hustling, trying to do our work. So it's intimidating, but also it's super exciting to be on the same platform as some of these biggies, because at the end of the day, innovation is not about size. Innovation is about innovation, and I think Aegis recognized that, and I think we're obviously thankful for the opportunity.
Yeah, you rightly said that it's not about the organization, the size. We appreciate the innovations that come in.
Correct.
Also, can you just, now that you're innovating and you have already presented the innovation, can you just share some words of wisdom with our fellow innovators who are watching you?
Yeah, that's a tough one. I think, especially in the country, right? I've already said this once. India is a nation of innovators. Some people call it jugaad, some people call it transformation, but essentially it's a very, very, very innovative country. And the fact that no two people can agree on the same solution means both of them are innovative. And I think that's something that just is very deep and almost cultural in this country. That's sort of one point. The second thing is, I think, while the pace of innovation has increased tremendously over the last few years, with cloud, mobile, all of these things becoming mainstream, I think there is an opportunity at this time to pretty much reimagine everything. uh, you know, people who grew up in the 80s or 90s, like me, for them music was about tapes and CDs and so on. But now those things are probably in a museum. And if you ask people born in this stage, they don't even think of that era. So technology as it exists today will continue to evolve. And there are still lots of social, economic, and productivity problems that yet have to be solved. And I think that's the area where innovation will continue to happen significantly. Yeah.
Thank you, Harish. Thank you for coming over. It was great talking to you, and we wish the entire team of VYMO all the good luck for the title.
Thank you so much, Shweta, and thank you so much for having us here. Yeah.
Sure. Thank you.
Thank you.